Hey guys and girls, welcome to this video. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Things are great for you guys, and I don't accidentally quit my OBS. But what we're gonna do roughly in this video is we're gonna be writing our own coding agent. What do I mean by coding agent? Coding agent is an agent like you have used Codex, you have used all these stuff, all these stuff, right? This is like a coding agent, right? You go say write this code and goes and write that code, edits the code, all the stuff. We'll be building a simple version of that today so you guys could understand how to code and coding agent. You guys could understand how these things works and everything like that. Wait, is it audible? Yeah. And we're gonna understand all of that. So if you guys are up for that, let's get started. I don't So let's open Chrome. I think that's how you'll start. And let's go and open my studio. How which stream create, go live, manage, so that I can see if you guys are commenting. Okay, great. So let's get started. Let's code a coding agent now. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just close this one, db fun. We'll go here, and do we have any tmux instance running, which I'm not sure of. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. tmux ls, yeah, I have a tmux instance running. Let's keep that running. Nobody cares. Let's go to desktop, and let's create like mini coding agent, right? And let's go to mini coding agent, and let's, like, this is like currently empty. There's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here. So what we'll do is we'll just initialize a new project. I'm just thinking, like, should I code this in Python or should I code this in TypeScript or JavaScript? Which one should I code? I'm very weak. I'm not very good with let's code in TypeScript. Like that's pretty okay. So what we'll do is we'll just say mkdir agent. All right. And we would open cursor over here. We would use cursor as an editor. You can use absolutely anything as an editor, whatever you wish, whatever you want, all of that works. Okay. So this is our folder in which our agent will be living, right? You could pick a different folder, whatever you wish. It's completely up to you, whatever you want. So the first thing what we will start is we'll be initiating a new bun project inside this file, which we'll call bun init -y, and it will initiate like a new bun project, right? Which will give us this index.ts file, right? So we can run this. We can say bun run index.ts, and it will run the project, right? Awesome. So we have a project ready. We have everything. Now we will install dependencies. Now we'll add a langchain first, right? As a dependency, we would need, I bun add or bun install langchain, then at langchain / core at langchain / OpenAI, and then what, at langchain. Do we need anything else? Currently we don't need anything else. I think we would use, what is this? I don't know. Am I spelling it wrong? I'm not sure. We can just go and we can do langchain docs, right? We can go here. We can see the langchain docs. We can go to the documentation in TypeScript. Where is the, let's change the language to TypeScript, right? And we can definitely see this. And then we'll go to install, and we can just switch to bun, and we can copy these things, and it's add, not install. What is wrong with this? I'm not sure. What is wrong with this? Why is this not install? Is not working? What should I update my bun? Is that the solution? Let's update my bun. I think my bun is outdated, so we might have to update it. So upgrade bun to latest version. Just run this command, and that should be able to upgrade my bun. What? Bun upgrade. Yeah, it's upgrading it to the latest version, and then after that I think our installation should work. By the way, guys, whoa, okay, the installation worked. Now what we need to do, we need to run the same bun install command, and hope that this works this time. Yeah, this works this time. Okay, great. So we have wait, where did we install this? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 we don't want to do this. We actually wanna do this inside the agent. So we'll say bun, let's start a new terminal and just say bun add langchain and langcore. Okay, great. So wait, why is this on the top? No, why? This is so annoying. Let's remove everything from here. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's do bun init over here, like we don't care, right? Okay, and let's do bun add whatever we were doing before over here, and let's add one more thing. Bun add at lang chain slash OpenAI. Should we use OpenAI or should we use Claude? That's what I'm thinking. Should we use Anthropic or should we use like what kind of model should we use? So let's use OpenAI. That's pretty okay. We can change the models later on. Okay, great. So now we have an index dot whatever this file, and we would start by we would start by building like a very simple chatting bot kind of thing, so that we can chat, and then we can extend its capability to read and write code and do stuff, right? So we would start by saying like, I want to build an agent, right? Let's call it my coding agent, right? And let's call it create agent is a function which it's not giving me. I don't know why. Okay, so there's a function called create agent, and this can we can give it a name, so coding agent, right? And then we can give it a description, a coding agent help coding needs. Okay, that's good. And then we can give it a model, and we can say this is like an OpenAI model, so we can say OpenAI chat, or like chat OpenAI, something like that. I don't not like that, man, like not like that. Import from langchain core, langchain OpenAI, and then what we can do is we can say chat OpenAI is that is the model that I want to use for this agent. And then wait, no, chat OpenAI, yeah. And then the exact model that I want to use is GPT 5.1 is the, yeah, let's use 5.1 codex. It's really good at reading and writing code, so it's really good at that stuff. So I think this will be cool. And then what we would do is we would build some tools now. So next target is we'll be building some tools, but before building some tools, let's create like a chat interface .ts or like chat.ts, right? And then this will be a function which will take an agent, right? And could chat with it and could maintain like a message history and stuff like that. So we would async right? And then what we can do is we can write like an infinite loop, right? And we can say user input is equal to await prompt, and then we can say this is whatever you have written, right? And then what we would like to do is we would like to invoke the coding agent, but before doing that we would also like to maintain like I don't know, messages, like an array, right, of messages. And then this will be a base message array. So this is like all the this is like the list of all the messages that we will have will be over here, right? And we'll be storing it over here. We can pre-configure this, of course. We will have a function for that, but let's have this for now like that. So we can even export this if we want, right? Next thing what we would do is we would just say messages dot push new human message, and with the user input. The thing is over here what we'll have to do is we'll have to say if this is an exit we can break. Yeah, that's one of the things. But before even this, if there's no input, then also it would say if there's no input then continue. That makes sense. Okay, great stuff. So great. So we have invoked this, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna invoke our coding agent with that. But the thing is we don't have the coding agent over here. What we can do is we can do this. We can, I don't know what's the type of this create agent. What does it return? Client tool, server tool. What does it return? So what we can do is we can just say return type of create agent. This is best. Okay. So whatever return type of create agent is our coding agent, and we can invoke this over here. Now after this, what we can do is we can do something very interesting. We can take the response and we can check that we have a response. So if there is a response first, and response dot no, why is this not giving me? What is the type of this response? I'm just, it's any type. That's pretty weird. Coding agent is what? Why? Let me see what is the type of this. This is the type. It's called React agent. Okay, it's called React agent. It's simply the type is React agent. So we can say React agent. Yeah, that's better. And then we can remove this create agent thing, and then I think then this would work. And we can say agent, and then this wouldn't work because that's not how it works. So we can just say messages, that works. And then what we can do is we can take, like, if there is a response, right, question mark dot messages, I think messages is always there, dot length is greater than 0, and response on an instance of AI message, which is like, it's actually a AI response, right? If in that case we can simply push it to the messages array, and we may even log it. So we don't want agent name over here. We can say maybe like whatever, agent is saying this, and then if this does not happen, we can simply say no response from the agent or something like that, like there's no response or stuff like that. Okay, great stuff. So what do we see so far? This is like a chat function which enables us to chat from the agent, right? And simply take an agent. So now what we can do is we can go over here and we can say chat with this coding agent, and then we just need to import this. Awesome. So we have the chatting agent, right? We can do something good now. So the problem is now we don't have a .env file so far. So we need like an OpenAI API key or whatever. Like, yeah, there should be this. I'll update this with something real later on, but first let's go here and let's say API key. Yeah, this is what I want. Awesome. So that's the agent. I have to replace this with the actual API key that I'll do right now. Let me go here. Hold on. What do I have in the anti-gravity thing? DB fun. Hold on. I'll quickly go and update this API key. Okay. Now I have the API key in my .env file. So what I'll do is I'll quickly run this. So I'll say bun index.ts, and it gives me a option to write prompts from my end. So I'll just say, hey, let's see what it says. No response from the agent. I think Codex is not like a chatting agent, so we can just probably go and say GPT, I don't know, 5.1 chat latest. Yeah, that's better. So that's a chatting agent. So we would use Codex, but we would use it separately. Hey, if I just say hey, let's see what response do I get. Oh, so the problem is we are handling this in a wrong way. So messages at 0. So at 0 is not. Oh, that's the issue. This shouldn't be this. It should be length -1, the end one. So rather than doing this, what we can do is we can extract this into its own AI response, right? And then we can say response dot messages dot no at response dot messages dot length -1. As AI message is something which I don't like, so we can go here and we can say instance of that's right, and then that's pretty that's a better, like, that's a better looking, cleaner looking code. We can now try to run this again. So we can say hey, I don't know, hey, yeah, let's see what response is. Hi, what's up? Yeah, so the agent is working now fine, so which is great. So we can say how are you? I'm doing great, thanks for asking, whatever. Like, yeah, that's great. So our chat function is working as expected. So now we can chat with the agent. So first milestone done. Let's move towards the second milestone, which is actually we have the agent over here now, which is actually making it to code. So what we'll do is we'll just oh, hi bro, could you please explain whether you're building a CLI or what the project is. It's actually a CLI, Ravi Raj, it's a CLI tool where you'll be able to code stuff. So you'll be able to code, it will be able to understand a directory, and you would be able to code. We are building a very simple version of that. So that's the goal over here, right? Okay, so now what we would do is we would, like, if you think about like coding, you as a coding, what you could do, you could go and you can go understand a repository, you could read code, you could write code, right? So that's the main thing you can do, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be we'll be building tools. So the first tools we'll be building is for the file system. So the first tool in the file system will be read tool. Let's create a file called read.ts, and we would be having a read file tool, and then it wouldn't be like this. First of all, that's not how you create a tool in langchain. So we'll just say tool, right? So first you give a function, then you give like a configuration of this. So we can name this, I don't know, read file. I don't know, read file is like a good name. And then a read file from it's not how you do it. So that's not how you do it. So we can give a better description over here later on, but first of all we can give an input schema. So we can say we can import Zod, import Z from Zod, and then we can say z.object file path is equal to z.string dot describe the path to the file, right? And then what we can do is we can we can give a function. That's not what we want, but yeah. And then the most important thing is the description, which we will give at the end. This tool will whatever, like, yeah. So let's go and write the description. We'll be making the AI write a better version of this description, but for now let's keep it that way. And then we would receive the file path over here, and then what we can do is we can use the bun try catch. So if there is an error, we can return, I don't know, return error reading the file path. Okay, there was some error, and we can log the error probably. Yeah, if there's no error, we can simply read the file, right, and then return the text format of that file, which is pretty great. So read file tool is, this looks super great. uh I don't know. I, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that looks great. So we can write await, and we can probably put an async over here. That's completely okay. And then we can give some space over here. That looks good, right? Awesome. So we have a very simple file. So what we would do is we would go and we'll just simply say, uh, for this read tool, can you write a better detailed description for this tool? It will go and write a better description. I don't like writing description myself, so this will write the description. Till that, let's eat something. I literally thought none of you will be watching because this is Thursday morning, and all of you, do you do DSA? Yes, bro. Sometimes I do, not very often, but yeah, I do. This is not very good description, but we'll see. Right? It's not very detailed. Read the entire content. This is not what I want. This is not what I want. I want something like this. Read not like this. This is stupid. Example. The input is a string representing the path of the file. It's an absolute path, right? The file, it does not have on anything, whatever. Like I just told it what is the right format. I hope so this works, right? Oh, great. So this is like one of the tools that will be able to read the files, right? What we would do is we would give this tool to our coding agent. So we would just say tools, and then we'll have read file tool, not read file but read file tool, right? Great. So we have read file tool from the file system, and now what we can do is we can test this out. So I hope so you guys can see what I'm trying to type over here. So we can say bun index.ts, and we can say, we can take the, like, let's try to read, I don't know, let's try to read this readme file. This is a good file, and let's try to copy the path, and we'll say, can you read this file for me? And it would go and try to use that tool and kind of like read that file for me. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So it is able to read that file. So file reading is going on great. We are able to read the files. We are all good. So over there, we are pretty good. We are able to read the file. The next capability that we would like to have is the ability to write files, right, in the file system. So we'd say write.ts. I have something. Wait, hold on. Okay, whatever. So we have write.ts, and in the write.ts, what we would do is we would create another tool for writing the files. So we'll say write file tool, and I think yeah, that's how it's gonna be. And then we can give a name to this, I'm pretty sure. Wait, why are you doing that? Yeah, pretty much like that. We can import a lot of these things. So langchain, let me read this once. So we have Zord, we have langchain, and we are simply writing the file, right? And this looks fine, right? And it has all the descriptions. Write the file to a given file system, use the tool given in the okay. We can even keep this a little bit more I don't like the descriptions a lot, whatever description it gives, so we'll like keep it like a little bit more details. Yeah, That's better. So let's format this. This looks good. This is like we can export this write file function. Um, right, great. So this tool is very simple. This is gonna take like a file path, a content, and it's gonna write that file path, that content to that file, right? So we can give this tool as well to our coding agent. So we can say write file tool, right? Great. So we have write file tool, read file tool. We have these two things. Pretty awesome, right? We are good. What is the next thing we would like to have we would like to have as a coding engine? In which language? I work from home, that's why. In which language do you do DSA? TS? Mostly I do DSA in Python or TypeScript or JavaScript. Mostly JavaScript actually. Okay. So the next thing what we would like to do is we have the write file. Next is the thing is read dir is the next tool I would like to give it. So we'll say read dir tool, right? And then this is again a tool. I think our AI guy will most probably write most of the stuff for us. What am I doing? I don't know. Yeah, that's better. And now what I can do is I can give this a name. Read dir reads the content of a dictionary and return the list of it does not contain this or anything. What, like, yeah. The input input path is absolute path to that folder. Okay, whatever, like, yeah, that's good. And now what we can do is we can import Zod, right? So we can say z from Zod, right? And then we can export this, right? And then we would have two things. First of all, we just have one thing, dir path, and then we can simply read the dictionary, and we can have this as an async function. Good. Okay. Contents dot map. What Yeah, that's better. What are you doing? This thing is going crazy. So what we'll do is we'll just, I think these functions are not available. Let's see how to read dir in one file IO. Oh, so there's no function in this, so we'll have to use fs for that. Node fs slash promises is what I want, and then I can say read dir is what I want. Dot join with this. Okay, great. So now this read dir tool is ready, and we can read the dictionary. We can read any dictionary, and yeah, we would be able to read the dictionary. We would be able to get that content of that dictionary and all of that. So that's pretty great. So now what we can do is we can just go and put that tool over here as well. Read dir tool, right? And now what we can do is we can do something very amazing. Now we can actually start coding with just these tools, right? I'll just show you. We can do one more thing. What we can do is we can have like I don't know, a new folder. Do we need a folder? I don't know. Let's create an io.ts file, and this will do what is this will give the our coding agent information about the system. So it will give information like what kind of where is the root user, where all those things, right? So what we'll say, get os info tool, right? So we'll say tool, and then we can give like a name to this, right? And then it does not have any input. Does not need any input. So description is this tool returns system information of the machine, operating system version, platform, hostname, RAM, total RAM, total memory, free memory, CPU usage, CPU temp. I don't know, is this like available or not, but whatever. Yeah. And then it could like home, uh, home path. I don't know. Home path is like what you say. I don't know. Yeah. So maybe like something like this. And then what we can do is we can we don't need to return this. We need like something like an OS IO from FS. I don't know. Node IO. It's called FS. I don't know. How do you what it's called? DNS. How do you get all these information? I think it's OS is the answer. So try catch error error while getting operating system information, and then we can say OS name, os.type. We can get all these functions. Home, I don't know, home path, home dir. I think we can call it home dir, right? And then temp dir. Can we get other information? Yeah, host name. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I don't need any, more information than this. And then what I can do is I can just change this from this to actually what we are returning. Great. So that it knows what we want. That's great. And then we are not returning these two things, so we can return these two things as well. Great stuff. So we it would need like some of the system information, because let's say if you say, you know, create some file at the root and create something like that, it would need all these information. So I've just provided this function to get like the system information. I don't know, do we need this? Does this need to be async? I think, is this a promise? This is not a promise, so why do we need to be async? All of these are string. That's pretty all right. So what we can do give is read system, get system OS type, whatever. Yeah, so let's try to like actually run this again. So we'll just say bun index.ts, and we'll say give me system info, right? And it should be able to give me all the system information right now. You can see this is able to give me all the system information, which is pretty great. Please let me know if you want to save to a file or analyze further. You can see like this is all the system information I have, and this is from the tool that I just created, which is pretty awesome. So the next thing what I would like to do over here is I would like to now actually code something, right? So I would just say create so let's run this and actually code something good. I would like to have one more thing. Wait, did I close the no? I would like to have one more tool, and then we would actually start coding. It's like I would like to open this in some app. So yeah, so open browser tool I would have, right? So we can give any URL, and we can have like a function called open. There's nothing called node open, bro. What are you doing? Yeah, so actually there's no we haven't supplied any configuration, and that's the problem. Okay, so bun spawn open URL. Yeah, that's what you would like to do. Yeah, is it like a promise or something like that? Is it a promise? No, it's not a promise. Great. So yeah, this would help us at least open the stuff, right? So yeah, And then what we can do is we can go and actually give this tool to this. We can say open browser tool, and let's now actually start coding stuff. So we'll say bun index.ts. And what we can do is as a fresher now, which stack to select in AI era? Which stack would you like to select? Stack. Learn everything, man. Like stack doesn't matter. See, like pick React based anything front end, right? Pick Python or Node based anything backend, and learn almost all the things which are there. You know, from databases like MongoDB, Postgres, SQL, SQLite. Man, you'll have to learn all of those things. To analytics tools such as PostHog, Mixpanel, to learn all of that. Okay, let's start coding now. So create a folder called fun project. Oh, we don't have the capability to create folder, which is sad. So the next thing what we would do is create folder, const create folder tool, right. Now we would like to give some configuration over here. So we'll name create folder. And what is this description, man? What are you doing? Hold on. Whatever. Yeah, this looks good. So this will create a folder. I don't know why is this recursive, but yeah, recursive it means like if you give multiple paths, like something inside something, some inside something, it would create all of that folder, like all of them, right? So that's what it means by recursive, right? So great stuff. So what we do is we would give this create folder tool to our beloved, right? So our agent now has all these capabilities. Let's finally code. Let's finally go and start coding. So we'll just say bun index.ts, and then we'll say create a folder in desktop called fun project, right? And create, yeah, let's do this thing first. So it will create a folder called fun project in on the desktop. I think it would be able to do it. It has been created successfully. So it is created. Now inside that folder, create a HTML, CSS, and JS website that is mango themed, right? And is about what should be the is about how to celebrate different festivals. Completely stupid things. Let's give it completely stupid things to do, and let's see how does it perform. So yeah, it includes HTML. Each file is already filled with simple mango theme design and festival content. If you'd like, oh, it created those folders. So it is saying that it has created these kind of files. Let's see how well or how bad or how good it has done. So what we would do is we would go on desktop, and we'll see that, you know, has it actually created something useful. Oh yeah, see, it has created a fun project folder, and if I go inside this has 3 files, right? And this is done by my agent, right? So and now what we can do is can you open the HTML file? It will go and use the open tool and should be able to. Oh, it crashed. Oh, it crashed. It wasn't able to. But this you can see celebrate. It's not very beautiful. So what we would do is we would like to improvise this. So can you improve the content of the website? I want it to look super beautiful with lots of UI and text, and it should have a modern design, right? So it will go and try to improve the website. And let's see. Wait, did it forget? Did it forget the previous? Oh, it does not have memory. It does not have memory, guys. It does not have memory. The next thing what we have to do is we have to give it some memory so that it can remember what it is doing. So that's the problem. So we would say langchain memory is the next thing we would like to do. Give it. Currently we would give it a RAM based memory, nothing very complex. Again, not Python. TypeScript is what we want. So let's see how to create memory. It is giving me all the documentation, but it's not giving me how to create memory. In-store memory is what I want. And how do you use this stuff? Oh, that's how you use this. Okay. Okay, so let's actually have in-store memory. So we'll say const memory is equal to new in-store memory. In-store, right? And then what we can do is we can import this from langchain. Is it in the, oh, it's in the langchain, not langgraph. It's in the, is it in the langgraph? Yeah, it's in the langgraph. And then we'll say in memory store. Oh, we already have in memory store, but not this one. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so the next thing what we would like to do is you can configure this. So you can say index and something like that. I don't know what that does though. Langgraph stores long-term memory as a JSON object in the in a store. Uh, saves data in an in-memory dimension. Use DB backed storage. I don't know. Let's not try to give like any configuration. Let's try to keep it low key right now. Memory. Is this how you supply this memory? So we have the store, and then no, I don't want that. Persistence guide. Okay. Context. I want context. We can use a middleware over here. That's completely an option, but I'm just trying to use an in-memory store. Just show me how to use an in-memory store, guys, please. Okay. So let's try to understand how in-memory store works. So the conversation like human message, AI message, human message, AI message, an old instruction, you are an expert tweet writer, whatever. It goes to the LLM, and then you are an expert tweet writer. Do not use hashtags and stuff like that. So use memories. So in okay. So there are like two processes in memory update. Let's try to directly use whatever it is doing. So we'll try to use the store. Okay, let's forget about memory right now. I think there's like memory is just to store persist certain feature data as a middleware, which we would do later on. It's not required right now, but I would like to change the model right now. This model is not my favorite model currently. We would use GPT 5.1. It's pretty good. GPT 5.1 is pretty good. I don't know, is 5.3 available to us? Can I use 5.3? 3.5 I can use, which is pretty awesome, but I would use 5.1. That's pretty all right for me. Okay. Can I somehow get the current working directory? Because usually with all these tools, what you want is you want to use the current working directory as the tool, right? So what we would do is we would like to create like get current working directory, right? .ts, and then we would like to code get current working directory, and yeah, that would work. Okay, and we can export this tool, right? And then what we can do is we can just go and say get current working directory, and we can import that, and then we can provide some instructions, right? So how would that work? So in the descriptions over here, it's not going to be like so simple. Wait, no, we can just pass this, and we can say if user does not provide any specific URL for the task, use the current working directory to perform the task, directory path to perform the task, right? Always try to keep the UI super detailed and modern, right? Whatever, I am not a good prompt engineer, but that's the best I can do, right? So let's try to now kind of like do bun index.ts, and then what we can do is we can we would have to use a lot of middlewares and stuff like that, which we would discuss. There's like writing tailwind css or css2 for my project is so boring. Should I learn css by actually writing it, or skip the css part and focus on other? See man, conceptually you'll have to be strong, because all these UI keep making stupid mistakes, and if you don't know what, like if you just kind of like accept whatever these AI models do, that's very risky. Like that's what's going to make all the difference. Like, do you actually understand the code, right? In this modern day of like AI stuff, the problem is people like the new programmers who are getting into the field, they do not actually understand what's going on. And these AIs, they are definitely very smart, but they are not as smart as humans. They keep making stupid dumb mistakes. It's your duty to find them out, right? That's what makes all the difference. So I would highly recommend go and learn all the CSS, like, and of course you can get your work done through this AI, but you should know what it's doing. Like, that's very important. How long do you think it'll take for you to code and finally deploy if you do it at one go? A very simple coding agent, it would take around 6 to 8 hours. I would I would be able to I would be able to build it in 6 to 8 hours. A very simple version. It would be not at all close to Codex or Chat GPT Codex and stuff like that, but it would be working. All right. Okay. So we have the basic prompting and stuff like that. So the next thing what we would do is we would simply go and say bun index.ts. Okay, so over here we will say create a folder called my new website. Like, let's code a new website, right? Let's call it oh, see, it used the new website in the current working directory, which is pretty awesome. Okay, now inside this folder create a file called index.html. Okay, it has created index.html. Then inside this file create a beautiful website about rabbits. About, I don't know, about what should we create the website about how to learn coding and how to be efficient. Use different sections and graphs to show and validate the point. I don't know, I'm writing just anything. Let's see what it creates. I just wanted to create like a better website. Now the next thing what we'll be learning is called something like a middleware, and a middleware is pretty interesting. So you would see that very often in all these coding tasks, and we would see how to use these middlewares next, right? So hey, thanks for joining in, man. Um, okay, so uh, it's actually creating the website right now. It's actually coming up with a code and stuff like that. Let's see what it comes up with. I think it will create like a good website this time, better than what we had before. I hope we do not exceed the context window. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Why is it taking so long? Should I be streaming all these output rather than, yeah, I think I should be streaming all these outputs, because currently what I'm doing is like is all of this is getting written to that file at once. Does the file have like something new? No, it does not have anything. It's still thinking, how long will it take? Oh man, just do it faster. Do it faster. Okay, till the time this is doing this, let's go and kind of like see what else can we do. There is a rag, but we don't need rag. Like rag is not a requirement in this project. And then there's like SQL agent, voice agent, we don't need that. Let's go to langchain official doc, and let's go to short-term memory. Yeah, I need a short-term memory. How do you do that? So it's called memory saver and it's called check pointer. I think this is what I was searching for. So we would need a short-term memory, and we can have some thread ID. Currently we just have one, so we can use memory saver. So yeah, I think okay, great. So okay, it has created something. So what we'll do is open with live server, and let's open this. Wow, this is the website it has created, guys. This is the website it has created. Coding Flow Studio, learn to code. And then it has created like a super detailed content website, right? Okay, this is cool. First, you guys were asking like how to learn programming, right? It has given some tips. You can see code more than you watch. For every 20 minutes of video, spend 40 plus minutes of coding. Deliberate practice, right? Endless watching, no typing doesn't help. See, it has given all the ways you can learn coding. Super interesting. Okay, so we are able to code a site, of course. What I just want to do is, can I modify some section of this? Will that be possible? That's what I'm thinking first. But before that, I would like to have memory. So let's actually dispose of the port, and let's actually have the memory. So it was able to write the code, and it's pretty good. But I would like to have something like a memory. So memory MEMORI memory is equal to new memory saver is what I want. And then or I can say check pointer is also something like a good thing. Now what I can do is I can just give like a check pointer and then check pointer. And then what we would need is, whenever we will be invoking like a new message, we would need to give like a check pointer stuff. I'll just show you how to do that. Check, I don't know how to do that. What so there's like this thing called configurable is what we need to do. So there's like, it takes like a second parameter that takes configurable, and then you can give any unique ID over here. You can give like a thread ID or anything like that, anything what you want. So currently as I have only one user, I can just give them like something like the same thread ID, but like in a real application you might need to give like different based on the actual user who is using this. So I don't know, ABC1 is our thread ID currently. That will be same every time. So that will improve the agent performance. Also, I would like to improve this prompt. No, yeah, that's better. Okay, great. So next capability, what we would like to have, it is able to write the files, right? um Okay, great. Now we would like to do is we would like to give this ability to construct a regex and go and find files that it needs to edit, right? It's very important for us to go and find the file that it needs to edit within a code base rather than actually yeah. Uh, so we would place this inside like find code tools, and find with regex is the next tool which we'll be building. Yes. And then what we can do is we can create like a folder called find with regex, and and uh, and there will be two tools. First is export construct regex. We would use like a different model for this, so we can create like a small LLM instance, and we could use like some model to just create like a good regex. But again, it would need like a like it would need like a some uh I don't know. I know this is like stupid. I can just do it this over here, and we wouldn't need like I'm not sure how to do this. What we can do is we can take a requirement like I want all the files that have I don't know that have something related to mangoes, right? And then what it would do is it would give us like some regex that represents mangoes, right? So yeah, that's a good thing. So rather than actually having a regex, we can give like requirement create regex, not find with regex. It should be like find with regex tool is good, so we can say requirement, which is like a z.string requirement to find the code, uh, base code base path, right? So the first thing what we would have to do is we have to construct the requirement into an regex, and then uh, find it with regex. So find, it shouldn't be find with regex, it should be find relevant files. Okay, and then requirement and this, and then we would like create like a small LLM. So we would say new chat OpenAI, and then we can give some like I don't know some model, maybe like GPT-5 mini, some mini model. O4 mini is a good thing. And then what we would do is we would give it the same API key that we have, and then over here what we do is we would give this some description. So or what we can do is we can just uh, place this on the top, and then we could give this some description. No description, what, why? We can give this some system prompt. So llm dot no, not over here, but we can do it. llm dot uh, invoke is it like message or content, or like how does it work? Yeah, new system message, and then we can give some content, and the content will be helpful that find relevant file a given base path based on a requirement. uh, so so you will be given a recursive path based on a requirement. Yeah, that's pretty much all right. And then what we can do is we can just say, yeah, is it like it's a promise, right? Yeah. And then over here what we can do is we can go and actually give it like this. So that's that, and then we can say llm dot that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Yeah. So that's then, and then we can say new human message content, and then we can actually give the requirement over here. I don't need the base path actually. I don't need the base path. Just that's what I realized. I don't need the base path, right? And then I can give as like a requirement, right? And then I can give like some the output. The output should only be the regex, right? Uh, to filter. But wait. Hold on. We are doing something wrong. What wrong we are doing is it needs to go and actually have the no. Right. We are doing the right thing. So now we'll go and read the files and actually do the regex, because if you will give all the file content, it will be very like large context window. So that's pretty fine. Wait, we are doing something wrong, so we'll just go over here. We'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then you only give output, you only give regex that I can use for to find content. Don't give any other text, right? That's good. So I only want this to give me some regex, and I don't want it to give me any other text. And I have the requirement, so requirement this that's good. So now what, like the first thing is we have the regex now, so we can invoke this. We can say response is equal to await, right? And then what we can do is we can actually go and see the regex in the content. So if there is no regex, then simply return no regex found. Otherwise, no, was unable to find any files due to invalid regex. Okay, that's the thing. Now the next thing is what we have to do is we have to recursively go and find all the parts. So read. So let's build a simple version right now. Read dir tool. Are you stupid? I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's actually it can use that tool in order to find all the files. So I can say file paths, yeah, the path to search for. So contents, right? So await promise dot all, right? So it's actually stupid. I don't have to do this. I can say const content is equal to, I don't want to do that, man. Const content is equal to, hey, by the way, cool work, brother, just came across your channel. Hey dope, hey decoded cipher, what's up, how are you? Await read bun dot file this dot text, and then we can just file path, yeah. This is actually an array of string that you're right. Wait, we haven't yeah, we haven't done that. Okay, good. So now we have the content, and super awesome. So we have the file path and the content, and then what we can do is we can, no, I don't want to do that. Now we can just filter based on the regex. What happened? It could, what are you telling? Like, is it can this be, oh, so this could be something else. Okay, content is not a text as string. Yeah, that's valid. Okay, good. So we have the contents, and this is promise.all, and then this will be resolving all the content, and then would finally return the path of the file. So we wouldn't be returning this. Then return file path. Yeah, that's what we want. So now we can find all the relevant files. So and then we can say find relevant files, right? And then we can go and actually give this tool to our find relevant files, and let's try to find all the HTML files in my current directory. Find no such file or dictionary. Oh, sorry. Burn index. Find all the HTML files in my current directory. Will this be able to do? I found one HTML file under your current directory. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. So it is able to find it. Now what we'll do is find all the files that has the create agent function in it. See, it is able to find all these, which is pretty awesome. Now so to understand a code base, can you add a new tool to this code base for, I don't know, for voice, I don't know, for printing hello world? Let's see what it does. Let's give it a complex task. I think it will fail most probably, but we would see why it's failing. Wait, it updated this. It updated this file. Hello world tool. No way. No way, man. No way. No way. This is able to do this. Okay, so you can see this added a hello world tool, man. I created my own codex. This is so cool. I'm able to say this like go do this, and it is able to do that. That's pretty wild. Now just to get like more, just to get like better with this, what I can do is I can also even log the what I can say, I can change, I can make the chat thing a little bit better. So you can see we actually created like a like our own codex in this. I was able to add this this hello world tools in this, which is pretty good. It is able to understand all this, and it is able to code, which is pretty wild, I think. Let's remove this hello world. Let's remove this. Yeah, it is pretty great. Next thing what we would do is we would like to have there's this thing called middlewares, right? So there's this thing called pre-built middlewares. There's like this thing called human in loop. We wouldn't be using it, but there's like we can use summarization. Let's use summarization. Summarization is tool cool. We can use a summarization tool, and this is how you use it, right? We can pass middlewares over here, middleware, and we can pass summarize middleware, which I don't know it's able to import or not. Where is the summarize coming from? It's coming from langchain. Oh, it's it's important. Next thing we would need is, we would need first of all which model we would like to use for this. Model new chat GPT OpenAI model, and API key, this, and then model that we would like to use is GPT 5.1, not mode, it's model. GPT 5.1 mini is the model that I would like to use. And yeah, next thing is, we had trigger token 2000 keep. Yeah, it's like if the response is too big, so we can add a trigger over here. Trigger tokens. We would like to trigger this only on 1000 tokens, so it's okay. And then I don't know what this keep does, but we can messages 20. So last 20 message, I think it will summarize. That's what it means. So that's pretty cool. Do I have something important in my phone? I don't know. Yeah, cool. So we have a summarization middleware. Let's see what impact does it have on my chatting abilities. So okay, I have a HTML file in my current code base. Can you add a awesome canvas animation to that file? Also create a .js file and link it in the HTML file. Also separate the CSS into its own CSS file. Okay. Let's see, it will do stuff, and let's see what happens. By the way, I would like to have something like, I would like to enable something like streaming, because I cannot see what it's doing. Like I cannot see what it's trying to do, which is pretty sad. I would definitely like to have some idea. Since how long am I streaming? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, it's 1 hour 12 minutes. This is very boring. The next thing I'll do is I'll implement streaming so that I can see what the AI is thinking. Can I implement thinking mode in langchain? Let's see. Thinking mode in langchain. Thinking in langchain is this is pretty cool. We'll just TypeScript. Start with the process you want to automate. Imagine that you build an AI agent to handle customer support email. Your product team have given these requirements, whatever, right? So it's read incoming, whatever, like these steps. Map out the workflow as start, read email, classify intent. Is it like a doc search, bug track, or human review? Then draft reply, right? And then human reply and send reply, and then end. So you have all these things, which is pretty cool. And then how do you enable thinking? So this is how you do it. So there's like this retry policy, state graph, email agent state. This is how you do it. Okay, we'll think about the workflow. Let's wait for this to be completed. So if you like the workflow which it has created, like let me think about like how do you generally write code, right? So you generally go like you go and like let's say this is the starting point, you go and actually read the file, right? Read the file, think of a change, right? So what change you want to make, think of change, right? Then you make that change, then you save that file. That's what you do, and that's what we are doing, but we can do it as like a state graph. Okay, it has done whatever I set this to do. Let's see what it has made for us. I've asked it to create like a canvas animation. I don't see any canvas animation. What do you mean? Hey man, oh, it's here, it's here. See, in the background it has like some canvas animation going on. Yeah, it's pretty boring, but there's some canvas animation. I don't know you can see or not, but it's some boring. Yeah, but it has maintained the same state, which is pretty interesting. So I would dispose of, and you can see has it yeah, it has given me a summary. So separated css created this, and it has given me a summary of this, which is pretty good. The next middleware that I would like to use is called to-do list, which is like a pretty interesting middleware. um where is to-do list? Tool call limit control, okay, whatever, like then there's like this to-do list. What is deep? So let's try the simple one. Okay, so let's use to-do list middleware. So summarization, we can say to-do list middleware, and I just want to import that. Yeah, that would help. And then configuration, there's no configuration available. System prompt, write use the write to do's tool. Okay, the next thing I would like to implement is streaming. So let's implement streaming. So how does the streaming works? So let's actually go and check his like the streaming. You basically do this called stream, and then you get chunks. So that's what I would like to do. Not this one. Where's this chat? And in the chat we have this, and we have this. So instead of doing this, we would do for a const chunk of age of await agent dot stream messages. Rest it will all be the same, right? And then what? Wait, hold on. I would go crazy. So let's change this to stream, and then what we can do is we can just do something very interesting now. What? I think I messed something up. Let's go back where it was all good. Yeah, good. So what we would do is we'll just go over here. We'll change this from invoke to stream, which would create issues down below. But we can say for lost chunks of response, and then we could have the response. I don't think so this is how it works. Response, right, chunk. Wait, what? Await agent or stream off. That's right. What do you mean? Is it await? Yeah, that's right. Did you forget to use await? Are you happy now? What? No. Why is this so confusing? So basically, Just go back, go back, go back, go back. What is this? This is iterable readable stream, right? So for await, yeah, that's the problem. For await, so for a stream, you'll have to put an await over here. The problem is this is not how you get the response. So okay, cool. So how? What are you doing here? Uh, I don't want any of that. I just want to see what is there in this whatever like chunk, right? So we can just quit this, run this again, and say, hey, you get all of that. Let's kind of like go and study what is that response, right? Whatever it is giving us, what is that? So it's first is jump to summarize middleware before model, jump to undefined, like leave that, and then we have model request message AI message, hey what's up, name coding agent, and we have all that. Okay, we can say if chunk instance of AI message, right? If that is true, we can definitely import this from langchain. No, don't do that. Simply log whatever you got. So if that is true, then log chunk, right? Yeah, log whatever, like log the content. Let's kind of say hi. Does this work? You doesn't work. So there's like no this is not what I think. I should go and study the docs a little bit. Okay, so what it says is object dot increase chunk at 0, you'll get step and content, right? So I think this is kind of like helpful. So let's get rid of this. Whatever, I don't care. So let's try to run this. Say hi. So step is summarize model. Okay, interesting. So it depends on the step what the content will be, right? So the step is model request, the content is message. Okay, so it depends on the step what kind of step it is. Oh, okay. So we can say if the step is equal to why is this so angry with me? I just hate how they have made this streaming stuff. I just hate how they've made this streaming stuff. Like I literally, whenever I code the streaming stuff, it's always a headache. Because it's never clear how to handle these responses. If res at 0 dot, what do you mean? We can probably log this res, and then every time it will be like the type of message it is. So if I just say hi, uh it's an array, which is pretty weird. Oh wait, is this? Oh, I'm logging the full response, which is pretty wrong. So let's go to add 0. Yeah, whatever. So if there's like a res hi, it's like summarization model, whatever. and then there's a model request, and then there's like, okay, so we only care if so I would just say type is equal to res at 0. If type equal to model request, then we'll say content is equal to this, and we'll log the content. So far so good. Hi. Okay, so only model request is logged, messages, and then we have this. So if content dot messages is instance of AI message, right? If that is the thing, then log the content. Like, let's see what happens. I don't know. Will this work? So if I say hi, it doesn't give me anything, which is pretty sad. I'll just log the content as well. Hi. Okay, so what are we doing wrong? So we have inside the content, we definitely have messages. Inside messages we have the 0. Okay, that's the problem. It shouldn't be this, it should be at 0 dot content, and then that should be pretty fine right now. Yeah, we should be good now. So hi, and it should give me a response. Hello, how are you today? Yeah, that's good, right? So we are able to whatever, we are able to get it. So you say, I don't know, AI res is equal to this. We can say let, and maybe let AI res plus equal to whatever the content we got getting, and then console.log, no, not log all the things, but log only at content. And then what we can do is we can, at the end, rather than doing this at the end, what we would like to do is we would like to take the messages and then push a new AI message like that. And for this content, what we would like to do is rather than logging, we would do process dot std out dot write string. Yeah, and in the, yeah, that's pretty fine. So if I say whatever, like write a poem about like something, it will go and stream rather than actually giving everything at once. Write a poem about mangoes, it will actually stream that rather than giving us the entire output at once. Wait, yeah, I think this is wrong because of a lot of reasons. I'll tell you the reason, don't worry, but I know what is the reason. uh so I would like to log the type over here, because AI message is AI message only once it's completely complete. So once it is this, I think I can simply say messages dot push content, and then I can just get rid of this. But before that, if I would like to do this, and I'll say, hey, write a poem about, I don't know, rabbits. First is give me summarization. Second, it gives me something. Why doesn't it stream? Why does not it stream? I don't know. Why? Why don't you stream? Wait, hold on. Log chunk. Just log it, whatever. I don't care. Just log it, whatever it is. Hey. What? बाद में कर लिया ठीक है. So I think it's not working like this. Oh, to stream tokens as they produce. Oh, so we have to use stream mode messages in order to stream tokens as they are produced. So, uh, okay, so we'll have to put stream mode. That's the okay. So this kind of like doesn't work because we would need something else that we would do. We don't need this. Oh, or do we? Uh, I think I think we can just get rid of this. We can get rid of all of that. We can just say response and this, and that should be happy. Yeah. And then what we can do is we can go over here and we can say stream mode messages, and that creates an issue over there. I would like to log the types right now. Hey, fun index.ts. Hey. Okay, that's interesting. So that's a new thing for me. So there's this thing called AI message chunk, right? And yeah, if this is AI message chunk, then that's actually a chunk. AI message chunk, AI message chunk. Okay. It's called AI message chunk, which is interesting. So we can say if type is equal to, it's not called model request. What it's called? Let's only log the types because I'm only interested in the type right now. Log type. Hi. Oh, it's what do you mean? What? I don't know. This is crazy. I just want to know what is this. I don't even know this. I want to know what is chunk. What is the chunk all about? Rather than doing all this, let's read the documentation. So these are the two important things if you use something like a messages, right? So let's try to go and understand this. What is metadata? Oh, so you get token and metadata. Interesting. That's not this now. It's token and metadata. Okay. And now what do we get? Hi. So we get, oh, interesting. So we get content. So the node is model request. The content has just one thing, which is type text. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. So we can have something like AI res, AI I don't know, AI response, and then over here what we can do is we can just say um, if if metadata dot is equal to React agent. It's not, it should be React agent, it should be model request, right? If this is the case, then in that case I should be able to have the content, and the content will be uh, token dot content blocks. What is token dot contents though? What is token dot content? I'm just curious. Just like let's comment this. What is token dot content? No, not like that. Hi. Um. Oh, good, great. Token dot content is what we need. So we have token dot content, right? And then that's the content we have, and we can say we can log this. We can say process dot start write content, and what happened as string, yeah. And then what we can do is we can just do that, and after we are uh, done with the response, we can push this as a new AI message, and also put process. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, awesome. So now at least we should be having like we should be having streaming enabled. Let's try it out. Bun index. Write a poem about, I don't know, mangoes, right? And we should be able to see the, yeah, yay, we have the streaming enabled. We are able to see the streams now, which is pretty good, that's what we want. um let's go the next. uh the next thing what that we want is actually to see whatever it's doing. Yeah, let's try to code this some website or something like that on our own, and let's see how does it work. So let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we would do bun index.ts, and we'll say create a folder called, I don't know, backend code. Let's try to code some backend. Now this is our working directory. So in this directory, create a express.js application. Wait. We are lacking a few things. First of all, we cannot execute any command. So we have to give the ability to execute command, which is pretty dangerous. It can go and blow out my computer, but who cares? Exec command. Yes, right. So exec command tool, and then it will be command and at path. Like, where do you want to execute it? Right, it will be let's first import all the stuff. Okay, so we have this, we have yeah, whatever, and that path cwd. Yeah, okay, great. And then what we can do is we can just do some try catch stuff, and then we can log this also, executing this command, right? And then if there's an error, we can log the error and we can return the error. Yeah, that's exactly that I would like to do. And then we can add a description over here, like a full-fledged and then what we would do is we would have like a human in the loop thing later on we'll be adding to this, so that whenever it executes a command, it asks that whether do we actually want to execute it or not, because we cannot give it the ability to like just go and execute anything what you want. Like, that's not right. So that's what we'll be doing next. But before that, let's go over here and give it the ability to exec command tool, right? And now what we'll do is we'll say bun index.ts. We have create a folder where we will be placing all our backend code. Okay, it has created a backend. Okay, now create I don't know, express.js application that can help me application and SQLite as a database, and give me all CRUD operations for users that will have name, email ID, password. We should have sign up, sign in, and other features. Init a npm project over in this folder. I don't know if this will be able to do this or not, but let's try to do this. Wow, it's actually installing, guys. You can see I've actually created this. This is pretty good. It's actually doing this. It's actually executing and doing stuff in my folder. It's actually you can see the outputs right now. Okay, so it failed. It's saying you can now we can now use the backend dictionary. You can now use the backend dictionary to place all your backend code. Okay, now create Express.js application SQLite as a database and give me all the CRUD operations of the users. That will be, we should, what are we able to, did it do anything or like, oh, it initiated a project. It did all of that. It wrote the authentication code, which is pretty cool. But it wasn't able to, I don't know, it just failed. Graph recursive error. Out of step. What is this error? I don't know. What is this error? I don't know what is this error. Let's go and ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT knows what is this error. What is this error? Let's see. Let's see. It created the project, of course. Like it created this thing. It's saying, what does it mean? LangGraph executes your graph step in loop and expects the graph to eventually hit a stop condition. Usually the model produces a final answer, no more tool calls, reaches end. If you run the graph kept running in cycles, okay, 25 iterations. Oh, it is running in cycles. Why does it run in cycles? Okay. So the currently one of the problems that is happening is okay, let's try to do it step by step. There is few issues with this. Bun index dot ts. We'll just delete this backend code. Create a folder for placing all our backend code. So it will go and create a folder for placing all our backend code. I've created a folder. Okay, you can place all your backend whatever, like, yeah, yes, create all these folders inside backend, right? It will go and create all these folders inside backend, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it has created all the folders. You can see in the backend folder we have all those folders. Next, init npm project there and install Express.js. Okay, it's executing. It has initiated like a Node.js project. It has routes, right? Next create a index.js file for our backend, right? It will create an index.js file for our backend, right? Oh, it has created an index.js file with like a very basic server, which is pretty cool. You can see, right? Awesome. So add start. Okay, so it has created a very basic index server. Add SQLite as a database for our project. Use create basic user schema. Okay. This is pretty cool. Um, is there any library which can markdown print in console npm? Is there anything that can help me mark terminal, which is pretty good? Using mark shell. Okay, this is like an interesting package called mark shell. Can I use this package in order to print like this in a pretty way? So maybe mark shell. Is this very popular or is this like not popular library? Oh, it's not that popular, but it's somewhat popular. It's better than what we have right now. Ah, great. Now yes, let's code the CRUD operations. Create whatever files required for this. Okay, you can see we have created our own codex and we are coding it through this codex, right? Which is pretty good. Cool. Why it has stopped, I don't know. mm, Marshall, how to print markdown in terminal npm package. I don't know, I'm pretty sure there will be some solution. Mark terminal. Oh my god, this is pretty good. Yeah, exactly, that's what I need. That's exactly what I need. So what I'll do is I'll just use this package called mark terminal, and yeah, I just have to do marked and we'll be all good. Yeah, it has added all the things. So user outs. Oh, this is so cool. Wait, I have a mail. Wait, yeah, this is so cool. It has added all the user routes. It has added all the DB stuff. It has added a user controller which can do this. Awesome stuff. See, we have coded our own codex, which is pretty great. Now I just want to make this terminal look a little bit better because it's looking thrashed right now. So we'll go to chat.ts right now, and we would first of all just say bun add this mark terminal stuff. Okay, and then we'll say, I don't know, how do you do this? You do this like this. Oh, I have to install marked as well. Okay, we'll have to install both of them. Then you do this. I just want to print it. How do you do that? Oh, you do marked. Oh, that's that simple. Oh, that's awesome. So now technically we need this thing called marked. Okay. Okay. So we have this thing called marked, and rather than actually doing this, we can do it marked this. And would this work? I mean, it should work. There's nothing wrong with this. Uh did you mean to use import marked? Yeah, I can do that. That's completely possible. Now this is not happy with me. Why? Okay, accept. Oh, you have to pass this and then. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Okay. Let's try to do this now. Uh Bun index.ts. I think it does not have a very good understanding of the backend system that we have. So we have all our backend code in the backend folder um, of the current working directory. Can you add one more folder for our front end? Let's see what improvements do we get. What? No, 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 no. This is not what we want. Um, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Uh, oh, so it's called mark terminal. Mark.use. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay. Why is it so angry with us? Oh, we have to install the types. Okay. Added. Now it should be happy. Are you happy now, man? Thank you. And then you just have to provide options. You just have to do this. Why doesn't it this work? It says terminal render. Whatever. And can't I directly say I don't need all these things? Uh, will this work? I don't think so. This is pretty weird. Like this is not doesn't look working. So it has options and highlight options. That's exactly what I did, man. What do you mean? So we have mark terminal and then terminal renderer. Oh, it's not this. Okay. It's uh mark terminal and then use uh use mark terminal, and then there we can give options. Code to, is it how you give options? How do you do that? Why is it so hard? Highlight options. That is stupid. But it's used a lot. I mean, I don't know why is this like this. Um, AI is the help. Let's ask the AI guy. Print in the terminal not working. Fix it. AI guy will help us. AI guy will help us. What? SLC. Okay. Okay, should work. Let's see. Okay. So it's saying this will work. So let's see. Give me code. Give me code of JS to print the table of two. Will this be like a pretty? No, that looks stupid. Whoa. How to print this in a pretty way? I don't know. Yeah, that's better. But let me think of some other way. How to print markdown things in terminal in a pretty way. Acha, there's this thing called glow. I can just use glow. Bun add glow. Right. Oh, so we can do this. Pretty interesting. Okay. So I can just do bun adds chalk. Okay, great. And then I can go and import chalk from import chalk from chalk, right? And then what I can do is I can take the HTML by passing it to the marked. So I can also import marked from marked, right, which is pretty great. And now over here I can do is I can just I don't know, take the HTML which is marked as the content, and then I can just log this. What, would this work? Are you sure this would work? Even better, CLI markdown. Oh, that's better, right? So I should use this. Bun add CLI markdown. I just have to import this, and all these bullshit will not be required. Don't say I need like the type definition for this. Yeah, I need the type definition for this. If you know I need to add the type definition for this, simply add it, bro. Oh, there's no type definition for this. Whatever, I don't care. Uh, just say markdown content. Simply, I don't care about the type definition. Let's run this. Let's run this. Bun index.ts. Give me hello world in .js. Hello world in JS. Why does it write everything in a separate line? I don't see this working great. Uh, can I say something in line code? Does that work? Give me hello world in Java. Stupid. I'm tired of this. This is how I spend all of my time these days, fighting with an AI agent while building an AI agent. What an hypocrisy. Yes, I want a streaming markdown. Give me that. Will this work? Wait, I did not copy the whole thing. Ah, it was still generating that. Whatever, I don't care. Okay, so we'll just go to burn index.ts. Will it work? Will this work? Give me hello world for in Java. What? What? It's saying message is not defined. Why is the messages here first of all? It should be, I can just have messages over here. Yeah, that's fine. Will this fix my issue? I don't know. Write hello world in Java. Yay! Yeah! Yes! Finally! Finally, guys, finally. Hey, Snehal Madhu, what's up? Finally, I have Markdown working. We'll definitely go and see how this works. But it's working. Yeah, let's try to do something. We have a backend folder inside which we have all the backend code for in JavaScript. Add a new function to get all the users. Let's see what it does. Let's see what you already have a backend function. Wait, what? It's breaking, guys. It's breaking like anything. Value.replace. Okay, whatever. Let's try to do this. Create a folder for our front end code. It will create a folder for our front end code. Yeah, yeah, it had created a front end folder. Now create a next.js project inside it. It will create a next.js project inside it. It's all not working again. Undefined is not an object. Where is this failing? Oh, chat at 31. Oh, so if the buffer is not defined, then don't do this. If buffer is defined, then only, yeah, you have to do this if buffer is defined. Yeah, that's the problem. Some of the times buffer might not be defined. Init a next.js project inside our front end folder, right? Okay, it will go and init a. It looks like front end folder is currently empty. Wow, this actually looks like a coding agent now. Okay, great. So I can use uh, has it actually done it? Like, let's try to do it. Let's try to use it in an actual terminal. I would feel better by doing this. I would go to I think this is in the desktop, and I'm coding it. I'm telling it mini coding agent, and I can just say bun index.ts. I can say wait, let me first remove the front end folder. Yeah, let's try to code a React application using the agent which we have created. Like, that's a good enough challenge for this, right? So I can say bun index.ts, right? Create a folder for our front end code, right? Let's see what it creates. So it has so it has created front end. Now inside this folder, can you create a Vite project that use Next.js, keep everything else as default, right? It is going, and Vite doesn't support Next.js. So it has given me some suggestions. So use Vite plus React, no Next.js. Yes, let's use Vite plus React. So I've given you, like, let's use React. You can see we have coded our own coding agent. Again, it has failed. I'm not sure where. Undefined is not an object. Where? This is the place. Why are you doing that, bro? My coding agent is failing at this place, which is at chat 30. Where is at 30 over here? Why is it failing though? It's saying undefined is not an object, value dot replace. Let's copy this. Let's not just copy this, let's copy all of that. Let's go here, and I'm getting this error over here, so we'll say I'm getting this error, help me fix this, right? It'll go and help me fix this. So yeah, great. So accept. Basically what it did is it just added an if check, that this should exist, then only it would go and do this, otherwise it wouldn't go and do that. Great stuff. So we can again try to do bun index.ts, and we can say we have a front end folder, right? Yeah, we have like a Vite project. So I'll say bun index.ts. We have a front end folder. From now onwards, consider that as our working directory. Okay, got it. I'll treat front end as a working directory from now. Great. So we have a React project in that currently. Can you create a beautiful landing page? In this website, I'll be teaching developers how to code. Just an example, right? Let's see how does it do. It's actually generating output right now. Let's see. It's taking a little bit of time. It will go and find the correct file and do all those things. It's been a while, man. Taking a lot of time. Just I'm waiting. Okay. Till the time this is happening, let's go and see what else can we improve. So there's something called deep agents, which is pretty interesting. What is agent harness? We think deep agents as an agent harness is in same core tool calling loop as other agent frameworks. Do we have anything in here? No, it's still doing stuff. Each feature is implemented as a separate middleware. You can create a deep agent with create deep agent we automatically attach to-do list middleware, file system middleware. Oh, there's already a file system middleware. That's interesting. And sub-agent middleware to your stuff. Whoa, we already have these things. So we can use deep agents. I think deep agents will be very, very helpful for us. So let's try to use deep agents. I think deep agent will be way better at doing all these things, but yeah. Okay, it failed. No worries. I don't know, it actually created something or just failed. So if I go inside the front end folder, if I go inside the SRC app, it was trying to do something, I'm pretty sure. Do I access the material? Yes, all live. It did something, but then okay. Now let's try to understand how deep agents work and use deep agents rather than. And then this is Tavily. Tavily is like basically a way to go and search information on Brave. So let's try to install deep agents. Let's see what we can do with this. One add deep agents, langchain core. That's all okay. Use internet search. We don't want internet search. There's this function called create deep agents. We would go to our index dot this file and we would replace this create agents with create deep agents. I don't know, is our installation complete? Yeah. You can say import stuff from deep agents and then we can say create deep agent, and then there's no description thing over here, so it's called system prompts. So we can say system prompt, and then yeah, that prompt was pretty fine. I would like to improve this prompt, so go here, probably change this to some other model. Hold on guys, I have a call. Hello. Okay, so let's continue. So what we would do is, like, this is the system instruction. I think all the rest of the stuff is quite same. I think we don't need these files, so because deep agents already have file system, write, read, and all these things. So I don't think we need these. We don't need even these. Um, will this work without this? I don't know. Let's try to say bun index dot ts. Oh, it failed. To-do list. Okay, to-do list. Yeah, so basically this deep agents already have a to-do list middleware, so you can't have multiple of these. Summarization is also there in the deep agents by default, so we can just get rid of summarization as well. We don't need summarization. So all of that is already given in the deep agents by default as per documentation. So we can try to run this again. We have a front end, create a folder called front end 2. So executing, yeah, so it has created inside this folder, in it Vite React app. Let's see, like with deep agents, is it able to solve? So yeah, it has. This will start. So it has created a project, so which is pretty cool. So what we'll do is now let's try to go to the front end too, and kind of like start this. What did it use? Npm install, npm run dev. So npm install. Let's wait, let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. Okay, now what I can do is I can just say npm run dev, and this will start our whatever like Veed server, so that we can in real time we can see what changes our AI is making. So let's start by removing whatever we have by default in the V tab, all the default UI. Right, let's see that is it able to do this. um See, it is actually going, it is like a full blown quarter now. So it's saying and remove any node. So is it not able to do it? Yeah, I think it is not able to do it. So we'll have to add the middlewares back, not these I mean we'll have to add the tools back. We had quite amazing tools, we don't need middlewares, but we'll have to add the tools back. It does not persist information between the sessions, so we'll have to fix all that as well, which we will do. We'll implement sessions, but first let's continue with this. So we have a Veed app inside front-end 2 folder, and it's just, can you remove the default UI that Veed gives us? Let's see what happens. Is it able to do that or not? I think it will be able to do that. I think it should be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it did that. It did that successfully. Next I would like to add a simple UI for simple UI. Next, I don't know, create a calculator with a good and modern UI. Let's see. Will this be able to do this? No, it has what received tool input did not match expected schema. What do you mean? Please fix the error and try again. Error invoking tool read file with, it wasn't able to read this. Oh, so the problem is it was trying to read this, but the file, okay, so read file, our read file tool does not have if file does not exist. So we'll simply give a prompt, if file does not exist, return file does not exist. So it can basically, it has an idea that the file doesn't exist and is able to create that file. Awesome. So burn init index.js, create a we have a React based, I don't know, React based Veed app in the front-end 2 folder. Can you create a calculator there with modern UI? Let's see, will this be able to do this time? I don't know. I'm not sure, guys. I am not sure. Should be able to. I think it again went to that loop. Forget it. Let's add like burn index.ts. We have app dot, what was the file name, folder name? I think it's not unable to explore the folder currently. So if I go uh, app.jsx, we have app.jsx file somewhere in the front end 2 folder. Update update that file so that I can create a calculator. I think it's a thrash right now. It's not very good, but we'll have to see what we can fix. Okay, it has created like a full-blown code. Create this in a new. It's inside src. Great. So it's working now. It gave us the output. I don't know it was able to write this or not. Yeah, sure. I'm sure it exists. Write it. Why doesn't it like go and modify the file? I don't know. It definitely has issues. Okay. What? Are you crazy, man? Um, I know this is not good, but what I can do is update this. Why can't I paste this? Copy path. Wow, we have a calculator now. Okay, it has a Thrash UI, but at least we have a calculator now. So 7 multiplied by 7 is equal to 49. That's really working. So the UI of this is Thrash. Go to the folder in which this file is. You will find the CSS file. Update that to have good CSS. It should look exactly like a calculator. I'm just thinking, how can I improve this? What better things I can do? So the first thing is, it doesn't know it. We'll have to like kind of like first of all come up with an approach of like a good to-do list. Wow! No way! No way! This time it did an amazing job. It updated the CSS. No way! Whoa! This is pretty cool. So I can do, I don't know, clear 99 multiplied by 5 is equal to 4, whatever, like clear 33 plus 3 is equal to this, minus 89 is equal to this. I don't know. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is awesome. I just have to make the ability of this bot to explore the code base a little bit better. I'm just thinking how I can do that. How I can make the, I think it's like just simple prompting. So it's important for you to understand the code base before you make any changes. So before you start coding, go and recursively see what all files and folders are there in the code base. Then use the find regex tool. uh, Later on you can use the, what was the tool name, find relevant file. Later on you can use this tool to find to the task. Yeah, that's better. I think this prompt will increase its ability by a lot. So we have to work on the project that we have in the front end 2 folder. Wow, this is able to do this. Just go and like explore the code base, which is pretty good. Okay, so now what I want you to do is remove everything inside the main app.jsx file. uh, Remove, let's say remove the existing code and create a minimal portfolio UI for me. My name is Jay. Can I add now? The next thing is, can I add images, and can I add all those stuff for me? The CSS for this is very bad. Update the CSS and styling. I'm using my own tool. Why am I doing that? I should work on improving it. I'm just having fun. Okay, now it broke, so now I can focus on the next thing. Okay, so clearly it's working. Of course, it has issues. It has several issues. The next thing what we would be focusing on is, could we add files as a reference, right? Could we create like a front end for this, like a front end? But should we do that today or should we do that tomorrow? I'm not sure, but I think we just created like a basic version of like a coding agent. So I hope so. You guys like this video? Thank you for joining in, and have a great day. We would probably explore more on this, but this was part 1. I hope so you guys learned something, and bye bye. Have a great day.